Hey guys, welcome to Searching in Fearless Tarot. I am going to be doing a quick weekend spread for all signs. So I just wanted to check in with you guys, see how things were going. I saw the comments on my last video. Guys, please keep in mind that this is a collective reading, okay? So if you feel like it's the other person and it's not you, I'm reading for the other person, and that's how the other person feels. Please don't take it personally. If the message doesn't resonate or it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind people like venting in the comments about their stories and stuff like that at all, but just don't bring any negativity in there. And if you do, I'm really not going to give a shit. So you're wasting your time. So on that note, thanks for the likes, shares, subscriptions, whatever. Thank you, everybody, for the support. I seriously appreciate it while I'm trying to get my ass moving on this channel. Okay, so let's get into prayer. Father God, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for another day not promised. Thank you for all the love, guidance, and wisdom that you give to us. Please help me to connect to the YouTube collective that's watching this video. What do they need to know at this time? What do they need to know at this time? Only information for the highest good of all involved. Okay, so a lot of you guys feel a delay in your plans. I'm seeing the Four of Wands here, which does talk about marriage, but it can also talk about reunion. It can talk about getting together with somebody. This could be a time of healing and feeling like the plans that you thought were in motion are delayed currently. But in the Knight of Cups and the Magician, you're not too worried about it. With the Magician, you could be trying to manifest, new beginnings. And you're working hard at those new beginnings. Maybe there's possibly new relationships that you need to deepen or have a more stable foundation. Sorry, I'm not the best with my words. But with the Knight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands, I'm getting two different messages. So for some of you, you could want to offer an apology, or you could want to offer communication or compassion towards somebody who you feel is blocking you at this time, or it could be vice versa. You could be blocking this person. You could be blocking any type of communication. For the most part, I feel like a lot of you want to give out the invitation and feel like you're blocked. You could be possibly blocked on social media. For some of you, this could also be a coworker. Yeah, so take it how it resonates, guys. With the Magician, though, you are trying to start new beginnings, and you are seeing the value. This is a weird message, but you're seeing the value in having fun with somebody. You're seeing the value in creating intimacy with somebody. And intimacy doesn't have to be a love intimacy. It doesn't have to be sex. It could be getting to know someone a little bit deeper, being vulnerable with somebody, opening up to a family member you've never opened up to before, and seeing the benefits of that. A lot of you are in indecision on whether you want to move towards someone. For a lot of you, I don't know if you feel like there's illusions. I see the Seven of Swords here and the Eight of Swords, okay? So the Two of Swords is clarified by two swords, which is a lot of fucking thought. So with the Eight of Swords, this talks about illusions of the self, or illusions that we keep to ourselves. And with the Seven of Swords reverse, this is talking about an apology, trying to amend your ways, or amend the ways that happen between you two. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're the one that fucked up. Both of you could have fucked up, but at this point, someone's blocked someone else. With the Six of Wands, this is talking about success, and the Knight of Wands is talking about moving towards someone. So for some of you, you could feel like the person that you're going towards is deceptive, or maybe there's some things in the relationship that need to be clarified when it ended. Maybe it ended really abruptly, and there was no real explanation, and there was a lot of expectation and assumptions in the thought patterns at the time. So it's like you want to go towards this and you want to find success, but you're not sure whether deception is involved in the other party. But either way, you're creating stable ground. I really like this reading. I really like whoever is resonating with this reading. You have a really chill energy, and it's like, no matter what the blockages that come up against you, you're going to try to find 15 different ways to figure out a way to success. The people that I'm connecting to, I really feel like you guys understand or are starting to understand the journey, and how it's not all about the destination. It's about the stories that we have along the way and the people who share in our successes and have good intention behind us. You're finding a lot more value in that. You're heading really close to your dreams or something that could make your dreams or wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you could be moving, or some of you I see like moving your house, buying a house. With the Queen of Pentacles, this is most likely something that you're either sharing 50-50 or you're completely on the deed of the house. You're learning how to take care of yourself. You're learning how to take care of your own, for those of you who have children. Maybe some of you were terrified of being single mothers, single fathers, and you're realizing that you always had the strength to do it. You just needed to trust yourself in that capacity. There's a lot of independence coming in and a lot of optimism for the future and moving forward, despite not having closure in that last relationship or whatever happened. With the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups, there's definitely a new relationship that could be coming in for you guys. It's slow moving, or maybe you've been slow to move towards a relationship. Maybe the last relationship that you were in was pretty fucking exhausting. This could be friendship. This could be a business partnership. Take it how it resonates. But with the Ace of Cups, this would most likely be a romantic interest, especially right next to the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. This could also be you could also be an earth sign and take your time, or an earth Venus, like a Taurus Venus or a Capricorn Venus. And it's like you recognize the steps to success and you know what's going to work for you. What other messages, Spirit? What do they need to be cautious of? What do they need to be cautious of this weekend? Damn it, I knew that card was going to fucking pop up. Knight of Swords and the Four of Cups and the Six of Cups. Okay. They're asking you to not focus on the differences that are happening in the relationships around you. To focus on the things that you do have in common with people, and to focus on people who actually you fucking enjoy. Not people that you feel obligated to be around, or if you feel like you have to impress. People that you feel like you can truly be genuine around. They're saying don't think about the relationships that didn't work. I mean, obviously, take into account the lessons that were learned and all that shit, blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, they're saying, like, focus on the optimism of relationships. Focus on what a friendship, a business partnership, a family relationship, a friendship, a lover, what that could feel like, what it would feel like to truly be seen, what it would feel like to know that everybody around you, whether it's 3 people or 30 people, have your best interest at heart. And even if they didn't, even if you found out that they didn't, you would still have your own back. You would still be able to mend your own heart. That fear of abandonment is not as visceral as it used to be for you. So they're saying that please be compassionate with yourself while you're trying to heal those abandonment wounds. Understand that it's a process. Understand that there's no way to suppress your emotions. You just have to walk through them, blah, blah, blah. I know you've probably heard all this. I'm just confirming it for you. There is a really good balance. Some of you are trying to balance decisions that you need to make in order to move forward. Also with the Chariot, this is like a Cancerian energy. So this could be somebody who is wanting to make the proper decisions to move forward and trying to do the tried and true way. But with the Three of Pentacles reversed, the Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Swords reversed, this is talking about acknowledging whatever you're trying to suppress and being compassionate with yourself in the meantime. What's the action they need to take, Spirit? What's the action they need to take for this message? Because really this message is just talking about balancing heartbreak. Balancing the fact that there isn't really closure. Or with the Three of Pentacles, this person, this individual that could have been broken off from you or cut out of your life, or you cut them out of your life, whatever, however resonates. Maybe you guys share assets together. Maybe you share a house together. Maybe you share children together. Maybe you share a freaking pet together. Who knows? But with the Pentacles are telling me that there's some kind of thing that needs to be worked out, some kind of contract that needs to be worked out, some financial dealings. Let's get an action on this though. Like, what's the advice? What's the advice, Spirit, on this balancing from my beautiful collective? Okay. The advice is the Hierophant, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. This is talking about setting an example for the children that I'm speaking of, or the house that I'm speaking of, the pet that I'm speaking of. The Hierophant is somebody who, they can be the priest, they can be they're very by the book. The Hierophant can be strict. But really, I think this is talking about taking a spiritual approach to the issues that are going on with the person that's not willing to cooperate or communicate with you. This is talking about setting a good example for the people around you. This is talking about being the change. Being the change that you want to seek and moving forward fearlessly. And for a lot of you, I feel like some of you could have like Pisces North Node, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, Pisces Sun, somewhere in there. But this, or Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the Hierophant. So, but like for a lot of you, it's about moving forward and being the change that you want to see. Even if that means growth, even if that means difficult decisions that you have to make moving forward. Having compassion and letting life come to you as it's meant to. Because it will work out. Everything will work out with the Hierophant. Because the Hierophant also talks about legal proceedings. And I don't really feel anything like, I don't know. I don't feel anything crazy on that. It's upright. I don't see any, some of you could be dealing with lawsuits or being in a court of law. Others of you could be dealing with loan officers. With the Hierophant, this is like talking about letting the process evolve to what it needs to evolve to, even though it's not exactly where you want it to be at right now. And I mean, for some of you, if that means communicating, that means communicating. For others of you, if that means creating a plan around the person that's not wanting to talk and just remaining to be patient and compassionate and hoping that there will be a resolution at some point, someday. I know for my parents, when they got divorced, I was 12, 13. I was happy that they were divorcing. I don't mean to sound like a dick, but they were just, it was better that way. And when it happened, even though that they were still very civil with each other and things were split very 50-50, like both of them were still compassionate to each other, which was pretty awesome to see, even through their separation and divorce. But it took them about 5 years to come back into friendship. And I know a lot of people, if at all, don't do that, but the example that I was seeing of that. So as far as my own situation, it's like, I'm just hoping that one day it'll evolve and hoping that I can be compassionate and be the person that I'm meant to be in that time. That's the only thing I can do, because retaliating and acting like a shithead and wishing revenge isn't going to change this, like isn't going to help me. It's not going to help me expand my life while I'm over here. You know, I had to understand that there's a clear boundary and that people exit and enter your life for specific reasons, and I had to trust the process. I had to be okay with that. And that's okay. But it's calling for you to have almost like a Christ consciousness. If you if you are resonating to this story, it's asking you to have a Christ consciousness. And when I say that, I don't mean some like hubbity-bubbity, esoteric, like crazy fucking thing. All I'm talking about is loving like Christ did, which is a tall fucking order to ask with all the assholes that are around lately. But that's what it's asking you to do. So how can you fulfill that? And trust me when I say I'm not being a dick about this, because I have to fulfill this all the time. I've been a lot of spiritual lessons for people. I've been pointed at. I've been called many names for my own purpose and for their purpose, you know? But at the end of the day, like, I still love that individual. I still see through the sabotage. I still see through the lies. I still see through the scared little child that doesn't want to talk to me, or, and I love them just like I would love myself. And there's no, you know, like I'm better, nothing like that. It's just, I'm asking myself to love them where they're at. And I had to do that a long time ago in AA. And now I'm just, I guess, refining it as I'm moving along in my life. But that's what they're asking you to do. And I know that that's a tall fucking order. But at the end of the day, you're going to be so grateful you did. And there are going to be scenarios and situations in the next 2-3 months that are going to show you just how much you've grown. Like, for example, I've had people say, don't get self-conscious because I say this. And maybe 2-3 years ago, I would have. Maybe 2-3 years ago, I would have been in my head and I would have been like, oh my God, is this too much? Or is this? And I don't anymore. I don't. I'm okay with who I am. And I'm okay with making mistakes because I'm a human being. I'm not a human doing. So, anyways, I'm fucking rambling at this point. Let's get some guidance cards. Okay, Spirit, what guidance card does the collective need for today? What guidance card does the collective need for today? The Crumbling. What are you clinging on to? I feel like this is a good card. Give me a second. I gotta find it. 40. Okay. There is a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It's happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole, so you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. You are being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away each new morn. Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it all on their altar. They can hold it all. Okay, my loves, I'm off to a car show thing. So I will see you later. Thank you so much again for watching my videos and liking and sharing and just being on this video as long as you are right now. Anyways, love all of you. Bye.